Hold on a sec. Sorry about this. I just want to make sure I follow. Okay. So you go to the police, you tell them this, and they commit you, right?
Yes, right.
Now, did anything occur in the psychiatric facility of this nature?
Did anything occur in the psychiatric facility?
Yes.
No, nothing.
Why?
When I was there, they were giving medication.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm sorry,
you went on medication and the sound stopped.
No. Oh, okay. You're asking if I was harassed. No, I was not harassed in the psychiatric facility.
So, but why, if you could be harassed in India, which is half a world away, why would you not be harassed in the psychiatric facility?
Exactly.
No, don't say exactly that. That explains anything. I really, really want to know. Why were you not harassed in the psychiatric facility?
Before answering that,
you don't have an answer. I don't want you to make up an answer in the moment, because that's insulting to us both.
No,
you don't have an answer as to why you were not harassed in the psychiatric facility, right?
See, my answer to that is I'm not privy to what are the techniques and what is the exact harassment regime.
Were you put on medication in the psychiatric facility?
Yes, I had medication.
And were you given therapy?
So actually what I wanted to say is that I don't know when these harassment agencies decide that they will start harassing me, and when they decide that they will stop harassing me. So in the psychiatric facility, they did not harass me. In fact, they have not told me what the reasons are for them not harassing me there. So not individual therapy, but we had group sessions once a day, I think.
And did they recommend that you stay on medication after you left the psychiatric facility?
Yes, they did.
And did you stay on medication?
No, I did not.
You did not? Okay. And how long after you stopped taking, what did they put you on? Was it I'm not even going to guess, but what was it that they put you on? Do you know?
I think I remember it was some kind of antipsychotic medication.
Right.
Antipsychosis, yeah.
Now, my understanding, and please understand, I'm no psychiatrist and no doctor, but my understanding is that psychosis can come with auditory hallucinations, right?
Well, pretty much any psychiatric illness can come with auditory hallucinations.
Now, so these are other explanations.
There is actually no psychiatric illness which I know of which cannot come with auditory hallucinations.
Which cannot.
So that's the way the psychiatry is. So there is probably no psychiatric condition which cannot be accompanied with auditory hallucinations. So that's the way the psychiatry is. Psychiatry is not a science.
Well, no, I think things like anxiety and so on they don't necessarily come with auditory hallucinations.
Those are feelings. Those are feelings, but auditory hallucinations,
there's major depressive disorder, there's social anxiety disorder. There are lots of disorders that don't come, to my knowledge, with auditory hallucinations.
But they can be accompanied by them, and same is the case in psychosis. Psychosis does not necessarily have to have auditory hallucinations.
No, I understand that.
It can be accompanied.
But it can come with auditory hallucinations, right?
And I was saying that any psychiatric condition can be accompanied with auditory hallucinations.
Okay. Do you want to go through this debate again? Because you're not listening. Okay. Do you recognize that something like a major depressive disorder is considered to be a psychiatric condition?
Do I recognize that a major depressive disorder is considered to be a psychiatric condition? Yes.
Okay. Does a major depressive disorder come with auditory hallucinations?
It can be accompanied with auditory hallucinations.
Okay, I will look that up.
Yes.
You could absolutely be right. Let's see here.
Well, the thing about psychiatric.
Hang on. Let me just have a look here.
Sure.
You see here. Let's see here. This is just wiki, so this is not anything technical, but a person having major depressive episode usually exhibits a very low mood which pervades all aspects of life and an inability to experience pleasure in activities that were formerly enjoyed. Depressed people may be preoccupied with or ruminate over thoughts and feelings of worthlessness, inappropriate guilt or regret, helplessness, hopelessness, and self-hatred. In severe cases, depressed people may have symptoms of psychosis. These symptoms include delusions or, less commonly, hallucinations, usually unpleasant. So the psychosis has to be layered in, as far as I understand it, to the depression in order for there to be hallucinations.
Well, the thing about psychiatry, and I don't know what your stand is on psychiatry, but some people believe that psychiatry is a total fraud. It's not even a science. It's not even a medical science. And
no, listen, I'm not endorsing any of this. I'm just saying that technically you can have mental illnesses or mental disorders which do not include hallucinations, typically.
Yes, but if psychiatry cannot be used effectively to define people's conditions because it is based on fake research or pseudoscience.
Okay, so what you're saying, Sanjay, is hang on. So what you're saying is that you're very skeptical of psychiatry, but not of covert energy weapons.
I am very, very skeptical of psychiatry. I think it's a fraud, and a few people, not too many people, but many people online, MDs and people who have practiced medicine and psychiatry.
Oh yeah, no, I've got a whole presentation called "There's No Such Thing as Mental Illness." So hang on. So let's get back to the proof aspect of things, right?
So it's pretty strange that he has a presentation that there's no such thing as mental illness, and here he's trying to prove that these things that I'm reporting and I'm attributing to technology which is not in public domain, and attributing to harassment by highly organized and professional harassment agencies. They can be a sign of a mental illness. So everything that he claims to believe about psychiatry, he is just going back on that. So, and that's rather duplicitous, I would say. It's a sign of duplicity. So when it's convenient for you to say that mental illness or psychiatry is a fraud, you vehemently claim that. But when it's convenient for you to say that this person is suffering from a mental illness or psychiatric condition, then you say that it's not fraud, or it's or this can be attributed to a psychiatric condition. So I mean, that is so disingenuous. And why would he do that? So I would think that when he claimed that mental illness is a fraud, there is no such thing as mental illness, he was probably saying it from his genuine belief in that. But in this conversation, he is pouring water over all of that, and he is ignoring all that because of something. It's not that he has lost his belief that mental illness, or he has gained belief that mental illness is real, and he was wrong earlier that there is no such thing as mental illness. But he's saying that in your particular case, this is because of mental illness. So that's is very disingenuous, I would say, and ironically, he claims to be vehemently against hypocrisy. So he says that if I do something, it's wrong, and left claims that it is wrong. But if left does something, then they claim that it is right. So he is vehemently against that hypocrisy. But he has no problem in indulging in that in this conversation.
Be a covert group of people spending millions of dollars a year to harass you with knocks and noises and invisible energy weapons, right? So what is it that gives you this level of certainty about this? Because if you're wrong, that's terrible, right? If you're...
So it's becoming more and more uncomfortable here now. My heart rate is now 119. I just saw 122 as well. I'm just sitting here. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just trying to speak, which is also becoming a little difficult because I am short of breath now. So what he is doing now is he is saying that I really had I have to take a few deep breaths because now I'm having serious difficulty in speaking also.